It has arrived. The 2019 New Zealand Darts Masters brought to you by the TAB and Burger King. Yes, go Dutch or go home, because we have an all-Dutch final in 2019 live from this amazing arena, Claudelands Arena in Hamilton, about an hour and a half south of Auckland, where it has been previously for the last 4 years. And the crowd have turned up in their numbers, and it really is going to prove to be an exciting final, because quite simply, the crowd favourite is Raymond van Barneveld against his very good mate in the form of mighty Michael van Gerwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. And now the Professional Darts Corporation proudly present the final of the New Zealand Darts Masters, presented by Burger King and TAB. And we're coming to you from the magnificent city of Hamilton! Welcome to the Claudelands Arena for tonight's action. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time now to meet our finalists. Ladies and gentlemen, from Den Haag in the Netherlands, in his final year as a professional, the five-time champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome back the world #1, the reigning and defending New Zealand Darts Master. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of 13 World Series events, he is the reigning three-time champion of the world.
So here we go, double Dutch in New Zealand. Great friends, great rivals. But for the next half an hour or so, it's all about winning winning the New Zealand Darts Masters. Michael van Gerwen defending the title he won in Auckland 12 months ago when he beat Raymond van Barneveld in the final. Van Gerwen, who survived 4 match darts in the first round against Kyle Anderson, but has got better and better as he beat Gary Anderson and then Rob Cross in the semi-finals. Barney also survived 1 match dart against the New Zealander Cody Harris, but he rolled back the years. It was vintage Van Barneveld in his wins over Daryl Gurney and James Wade. First to 8. The 61st, would you believe, competitive meeting between Raymond van Barneveld and Michael van Gerwen. It's serious, it's business, and we're underway.
60. And how about that welcome to Van Barneveld?
Barney just looks so good.
95.
That smooth, silky throw that has become so familiar over the past 3 decades or so.
93.
Of course, it's the retirement roadshow. Raymond van Barneveld will draw the curtain on his professional career after the World Championship.
174.
Magnificent 174 from Barney. Still got a bit of work to do to qualify for the World Championship. We all hope and expect that he will.
Maybe it require 132.
But he's been brilliant tonight here in New Zealand.
Well, I reckon they should just give him a wild card, Stuart.
No, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. You've got to earn it. But Barney should be there.
134.
That's great pressure, though.
68.
But against the darts, he's going to get 2 to break.
60.
Well, if he's going to win the final,
Like we require 60.
he's got to take out finishes like that.
Absolutely.
Because he will inevitably be punished. 2 darts missed to break. Got to compose himself again here, Barney.
60.
Clearly on his mind. It was 11-4
59.
when they met in Auckland 12 months ago. Of course, 2-day tournaments now, so all the matches first to 8. There's little doubt here that the huge crowd in Hamilton would like to see Barney prevail.
86.
Going to miss that lovely, relaxed throw here in New Zealand, as everyone will around the world.
99.
And of course, his farewell in his homeland will be in Amsterdam at the World Series Finals. Raymond van Barneveld.
140.
In fact, Barney's last win against Van Gerwen came at the World Series Finals
154.
in Austria last November. He won the quarterfinals 10-8. He'd love to go out and win it in style in New Zealand.
Well, he left that 1-4. He checked out on 154 in the last match.
That was a game changer. Fantastic 154 finish in the semi-finals.
134.
There's the inevitable pressure. Great dart to leave double 10.
64.
Well, That's match darts on both legs so far. And can Van Gerwen? Yes, he can. He makes Barney pay.
Can't afford to miss. The mood that Van Gerwen's been in. 2 darts to win the opening leg, 1 dart to win the second leg. As Barney finds himself 2 down. This is his 36th World Series event. He's only missed 3.
27.
But he's never won 1.
That's right. He's been into the finals 4 times now. There's the first 180 in the final. We need another 7 to get to 70 for Burger King's Whopper of a Deal promotion. Whoppers will be only $4. BK Chicken's only $4 until next Saturday through New Zealand Burger King outlets. But we need another 7 to get there.
One run out, 40. One will require 88.
Under no pressure, just leaving it nicely. You just can't help but feel that the destination of the game may well have been decided in the very first leg. He's busted score, but he'll still be back. Barney back on 180, but hit a fantastic 174, a set-up shot from Raymond van Barneveld, and then missed 2 darts at double to break the Van Gerwen throw.
98. Mark, we require 32. Game show.
3-0, Michael Van Gerwen. And Raymond van Barneveld now has it all to do. As I say, never won a World Series event, lost the final to Van Gerwen in Auckland in 2018.
58.
Mismatched darts in losing the final in Auckland all the way back in 2015 to Adrian Lewis.
58.
He'll be disappointed. But there's no sentiment where Michael Van Gerwen is concerned. Looking for back-to-back wins after his victory in Melbourne 7 days ago. Chatting and chuttering to himself.
One run and 26.
All about getting that first leg on the board for Barney.
100. Raymond, you require 145. 65. 98.
Well, he's got to get on the board now.
I mean, you require 80.
This is just simply a must-win leg.
Well,
We can still check out, though. We can't.
he's made a mess of this. He was looking the long-time winner of this leg.
Michael, we require 100.
Boy, would this hurt.
Oh, yeah, it'd be just like Van Gerwen to pounce, wouldn't it?
Tungsten pain! The pain and suffering for Raymond van Barneveld.
Game on.
And it's 4-0 already.
Van Gerwen's already had 8 double attempts in these first 4 legs, Stuart. It's 2 per leg. An average.
96.
That's far too many for Van Barneveld's liking. And He's nailed 4 of them, of course, so that's a 50% success rate.
139.
Well, as I said, Glenn, for me, it all hinged as far as Barney was concerned, and his confidence and his belief on that very first leg. 2 darts to break Van Gerwen, missed them. And since then, it has been the Michael Van Gerwen show here in Hamilton.
He's such a good front runner, isn't he, Van Gerwen?
60. Michael
Really is so impressive. He's thinking about what to do, but he knows Van Barneveld is back on 245.
59.
We'll be so disappointed
95.
because he would have come into this final with such confidence. 99.
Game
It's 5-0 to Michael Van Gerwen. And he won't let up. Believe you me, Michael Van Gerwen will want to win with a whitewash here in New Zealand.
93.
Mentally, he just has his opponents eating up the palm of his hands at the moment. Brilliant trio of darts there. Wow. And that's why. Get the feeling Van Gerwen more often than not. The opponents just have him in the head even before they've thrown the first darts to it. And it's not for all the right reasons.
95. 96.
Where's the cookies?
96.
At the moment, he's making it look very easy, but Barney will think 6 darts from 172. Yeah, brilliant.
132. Michael requirement 136.
He missed 2 darts in the first leg, Barney. He missed a dart to win the second leg. He hasn't had a dart and a double since then.
Raymond, you require 40.
Get on the board.
Come on, Barney.
Game shown 6.
Well, that will make him feel a whole lot better. It's only a leg. He knows it possibly should and could have been more, but he still finds time to acknowledge this huge crowd here in Hamilton. But it looks like being Michael Van Gerwen's night in New Zealand yet again. 3 more legs required for the title. Welcome back to the New Zealand Darts Masters. A bit of a hacker, Michael Van Gerwen. But he's got every right to celebrate. He leads 5-1. Raymond Van Barneveld crucially missing 2 darts to break in the opening leg, and since then it's been Michael Van Gerwen who has dominated, only averaging 93, but he hasn't really been pushed. Barney winning the last leg before the break to make sure he avoids the whitewash, but it looks like it's going to be more World Series disappointment for Raymond Van Barneveld. Michael Van Gerwen chasing a 14th World Series title. Can you believe that these two played in the very first World Series final in the sunshine of Dubai all the way back in 2013? Here they are in the final in New Zealand in 2019. Michael Van Gerwen won in Dubai, and it looks like he's going to win in Hamilton as well.
85.
Mentally, he just has it over his opponents here in Hamilton. Fairly similar in Melbourne last week too, Stuart. It's just further proof that when Van Gerwen shows up, wants to win, when he's motivated, he's an awfully hard character to stop.
Managed to fill it.
You require 136.
Well, to give a glimmer of hope.
$96. Malcolm requires 75.
Giving himself a chance. One dart for Van Gerwen. Well, of course, he only needs one dart. Look at that. He knows how important it is. Do you think he wants to win? Do you think he wants to win?
Well, another 180 for Barney. As we creep up towards the 7180s. Are there going to be 5 more, Stuart? 9 data is on for Barney. Not anymore.
100.
You got a feel for Barney. He was brilliant in beating Darryl Gurney and James Wade earlier on Saturday night here in New Zealand. Michael Van Gerwen just enjoying himself, isn't he?
Bullseye for the leg for Barney.
74.
He's ended up with a 3.
Marker require 130.
There's Van Gerwen again with the opportunity to check out. Look out.
Double 5.
125. Premier require 47.
Double 8. Gotta go, Raymond.
31. Michael, you require 5.
Double 2.
Game shot.
One leg away for an impressive World Series win.
Well, just been told by Burger King, Stuart, they're just short of the 70 target. But the good news is, for Whopper fans and BK Chicken fans at Burger King, they're going to honour the 70s deal until next Saturday, and it's good to know that the deal has already started at Burger King outlets all over New Zealand. So that's a fantastic offer from Burger King, and it's great. They've loved the weekend, we've been told.
Michael Van Gerwen loving every minute of his time in New Zealand. He's closing in on another World Series title, on another TV title, on another landmark in his career.
125.
He just made it look very, very easy. Barney knows the game is up. It's another World Series defeat, but it's still been a terrific night. He has really put up a terrific show.
64.
Van Gerwen has left 32 after 12. Surely these are the last darts that Raymond van Barneveld will throw in the World Series in New Zealand. So here we go.
Michael, you require 32.
Match point.
Game.
And Michael Van Gerwen goes back-to-back World Series wins in New Zealand. Not a lot Raymond van Barneveld could do about that. Michael Van Gerwen was far too good, and a huge landmark for Mighty Mike. A 50th TV title. Wow. And the power to add over the next decade or two, I'm sure. But Michael Van Gerwen, who survived 4 match darts against Kyle Anderson in his opening round, has got better and better and better. And for the second year, he's won in New Zealand. And for the second year, he's beaten Raymond van Barneveld in the final. And he's gone back-to-back as well in Australia and New Zealand. A winner in Melbourne, a winner in Hamilton. And Michael Van Gerwen is a World Series winner in New Zealand.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You truly deserved a great final, and now it's time for our presentation. Would you please welcome the Chief Executive of the Professional Darts Corporation, Mr. Matthew Porter, and ladies and gentlemen, the Head of Marketing for Burger King, Mr. Jake Shand. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible career. As we now present our runner-up in his final year and his final World Series event. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment belongs to the legend that is Raymond and Barneveld. Ladies and gentlemen, truly the moment we've all been waiting for. Our winner, receiving the magnificent trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, his 14th World Series event win. As we crown him, the New Zealand Darts Master. Ladies and gentlemen, MVG Mighty Michael and Gerwen.
Joined by the champion, Michael van Gerwen. I've watched you all day. You've been pacing backwards and forwards in the players' room. You are absolutely stoked here tonight, aren't you?
I also put myself some targets, and I want to win 2 World Series on this trip, and I'm really glad I could, because I think I played well this week and the week before, but Raymond, all the guys, they always put the best, good performance against me, and you always have to play 100% your best, but don't get me wrong. First time in Hamilton, I think this was a massive success. I want to come. I want to be here back. Simple as that.
Back-to-back wins, Michael. This must mean the world to you. You found your form. You found your mojo. The lime green's flying again.
I'm really glad. I had 2 poor months, and I didn't really perform. But my family, my wife, my daughter, everyone around me always stood behind me, and they never give up on me, and that's even the most important thing. And also I know now, also the Hamilton fans, they never give up on you, and they win phenomenal. But don't get me wrong, Raymond had a phenomenal tournament as well, and I'm so glad we could play here all Dutch final, because you never know, this might be the last one ever. And I hope you all enjoyed, and I definitely did. So thank you all very much, and it was a pleasure.
Barney, I know how much a win would have meant to you tonight. You were dying to win.
I know.
You're the most Dutch Kiwi I know.
I know, but how can you lose with a crowd like this? You can't lose. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the PDC for giving me this chance. I know it's my last year, and I feel sad, you know, but giving me this chance, you know, I really appreciation. Thank you for giving me this chance to be here. Thank you, PDC, Matt Porter, Barry Hearn, everyone in the PDC, the whole organization. Thank you, New Zealand. I love you. I would do all to have a win, but Mike is amazing. A fantastic final. He was on fire. You know, he should have lost yesterday. And now he's here. But that's Holland, you know. We're the best in everything we do. Congratulations, Michael. I want to thank all and everyone, apart from the PDC, the whole organization. To become runner-up again in here in New Zealand means a lot to me. So thank you very much for this chance. Thank you, PDC. I love you. And hopefully we see you ever back in exhibitions or whatever. Thank you, New Zealand.
And Michael, does it make you proud as a Dutchman to see the reception that, I mean, let's be honest, he's the trailblazer for darts in Holland. Tell us about your feelings about Ray.
To be fair, what Raymond did for darts in general, it's amazing. Yeah, what do you want more? Do you know what I mean? He had such a long career, and he's still there on the top level like he is tonight in the final. And yeah, you never can go wrong with him. He's a phenomenal player, and with a big ability. And a lot of people always forget that. But not to worry. We have to celebrate sometimes, and I'm really glad I won today, especially against Raymond, because it's always an honor to play this man, and to play this man here in Hamilton, it was amazing.
New Zealand love Raymond. New Zealand will love to keep welcoming you back. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 New Zealand Darts Masters champion, Michael van Gerwen.
And boy, is mighty Michael van Gerwen back in big time. When you think about the Melbourne Darts Masters, his first win since May, back in the Premier League, and now he goes back to back in a funny old way. That was just one hell of a performance.
Yes, I mean, he's so used to these long days as well. I think that was to his advantage. And being a young man, he's a lot fitter. He got in front of Raymond and never looked back, you know, and he's hard to chase. If you're chasing Michael van Gerwen, it's tough when he keeps hitting those big scores. And in the end, he just wore Barney down.
You know, the wonderful thing is how this crowd has reacted to Raymond. I mean, we know, and I know it was a really nice gesture by the PDC to include him in this World Series, and I think it's quite a fitting way to farewell, as they use the words, trailblazer in this game.
Absolutely. I mean, when he first won the BDO World Championship, that started in Holland, and then when he came over to us, he won our World Championship. And he has, everywhere he goes in the world, he's loved, like he has been here in Hamilton. It's a shame that he's retiring, but, you know, there's a time when you just go, I can't handle the losing anymore, and that's what he's done. He's done it because of that.
Well, you know what it's like to play at this level. When did you know that moment to say, no more darts?
When the surgeon stuck a couple of knives in my knees and said I couldn't stand no more. But it was different for me. But with Barney, he's such a winner, and he takes losing so to heart, and he finds it very hard to get over it. He finds it very hard to take, you know, pluses out of a loss, which sometimes you do. I mean, coming down here, the way he's played all 3 weeks has been absolutely brilliant. And I think he needs to take a plus out of that, because he's outperformed a lot of the professionals. And
you know, the nice thing about we've seen and we've been blessed to see here in this country with Raymond van Barneveld, a true gentleman. Whatever the sport, he is a true gentleman, and I think that's a really cool thing.
Absolutely, and I think I have to say all the professionals have been great. Everything we've asked them to do, media-wise, they've been absolutely brilliant.
All right, Michael van Gerwen's coming down the stairs to talk to the fans behind us. Here's a reminder how he went back-to-back in Melbourne and also back-to-back